Deep in the heart of Cambodia, hidden among ancient forests and winding rivers, stands a monument like no other. A temple built not just of stone, but of dreams, faith, and the timeless spirit of a civilization. This is Angkor Wat, the eternal heart of Cambodia. The story of Angkor Wat, Cambodia's eternal temple. Deep within the heart of Cambodia, surrounded by lush forests and ancient moats, stands one of the greatest human creations ever built, Angkor Wat. It is not just a temple, but a masterpiece of art, architecture, and faith that has survived for nearly 900 years. The story of Angkor Wat begins in the early 12th century during the golden age of the Khmer Empire, one of the most powerful civilizations in Southeast Asia. At that time, the Khmer ruled over a vast region stretching across modern Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. At the center of this empire stood King Suryavarman II, a ruler whose vision and ambition reached far beyond the ordinary. He dreamed of building a temple unlike any the world had ever seen, a monument to honor Vishnu, the Hindu god of preservation, and to assert his own divine right to rule. Unlike most Khmer temples dedicated to Shiva, Suryavarman's choice of Vishnu marked Angkor Wat as unique, a temple of both faith and personal devotion. To realize his vision, tens of thousands of workers, architects, artisans, masons, and laborers labored under the tropical sun. The temple was constructed entirely from sandstone, quarried from the distant Kulen Hills, more than 50 kilometers away. Without modern machinery, the workers transported massive stones along canals and rivers and carved each one by hand with painstaking precision. After nearly 30 years, Angkor Wat rose from the earth, a vast and majestic monument designed to mirror the cosmos. Its 5 central towers symbolize the 5 peaks of Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods. The surrounding moat represents the cosmic oceans encircling the world, while the walls echo the edges of the universe itself. Unlike most Angkor temples, Angkor Wat faces west, the direction often associated with Vishnu and the setting sun. Scholars believe this may indicate its dual purpose as a funerary temple for King Suryavarman II, a monument where his spirit could ascend to the divine. Every inch of Angkor Wat is carved with remarkable artistry. Bas-reliefs stretch for kilometers, depicting tales from Hindu epics, the churning of the ocean of milk, the battle of Kurukshetra from the Mahabharata, and stories from the Ramayana. Over 2,000 celestial dancers, or apsaras, are frozen in eternal motion along its walls, each one unique. The carvings tell stories of creation, devotion, and cosmic order, a bridge between the earthly and the divine. During Suryavarman II's reign, the Khmer Empire flourished. Angkor became a bustling capital filled with scholars, traders, farmers, and priests. Its sophisticated canals and reservoirs made it one of the most advanced cities of its time, and Angkor Wat stood at the center, a shining symbol of imperial power and spiritual devotion. But as with all empires, time brought change. Following the king's death, the empire faced internal strife, invasions, and religious shifts. By the 13th and 14th centuries, Theravada Buddhism spread across Cambodia, gradually replacing Hinduism. Angkor Wat transitioned from a Hindu temple into a Buddhist monastery, with statues of Buddha added beside images of Vishnu, and monks filling its halls with prayer and meditation. In 1431, disaster struck. The city of Angkor fell to invading forces from Ayutthaya, and the Khmer capital was relocated south to Phnom Penh. The once great city was abandoned, and the jungle began to reclaim its temples. Yet, unlike other ruins, Angkor Wat was never truly deserted. Monks continued to live and worship there, maintaining its sacred spirit despite centuries of neglect. For the wider world, Angkor Wat remained a legend, a mysterious temple hidden in the Cambodian jungle. In the 16th century, Portuguese missionaries visited it and marveled at its grandeur. They wrote that it was a temple of such extraordinary beauty that it could not have been built by human hands, but by angels. It wasn't until the mid-19th century, however, that Angkor Wat truly captured global attention. French explorer Henri Mouhou, traveling through the jungle, stumbled upon the temple. He was awestruck and wrote, "One of these temples, a rival to Solomon, might take an honorable place beside our most beautiful buildings. It is grander than anything left to us by Greece or Rome." Mouhot's journals and sketches revealed Angkor Wat to the Western world, sparking fascination and curiosity. Soon after, French archaeologists arrived to study and restore the temple, carefully clearing away centuries of jungle growth and reconstructing fallen towers. The 20th century brought both restoration and tragedy. During the French colonial period, Angkor Wat was meticulously documented and partially rebuilt, but the Khmer Rouge era in the 1970s plunged Cambodia into darkness. The country suffered unimaginable loss, and many cultural treasures were looted or destroyed. Yet Angkor Wat endured, standing as a silent witness to centuries of human triumph and suffering. With peace returning in the 1990s, global attention turned again to preservation.
In 1992, Angkor Wat was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and countries worldwide began cooperating to protect and restore it. Archaeologists studied its architecture, engineers reinforced its foundations, and modern technologies helped map and preserve its intricate carvings.
Today, millions of visitors from around the world travel to Angkor Wat to watch the sunrise over its towers, just as people did nearly 9 centuries ago. For Cambodians, it is more than a tourist attraction. It is a symbol of national identity, resilience, and spiritual continuity, even appearing on the national flag. Angkor Wat is not merely a temple. It is a living testament to human creativity, faith, and endurance. It is a place where the echoes of ancient builders, the prayers of monks, and the dreams of kings linger in the air. It has survived the rise and fall of empires, the encroachment of jungles, war, and neglect, yet remains eternal, serene, majestic, and unbroken. It is more than stone. It is a story of ambition and devotion, of decline and rediscovery, of survival and rebirth. Angkor Wat stands as proof that while kingdoms may crumble, true beauty, faith, and human achievement endure forever.